In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can make this handmade card made from a card design that you can download and print out. That's coming up. Hi, my name is Claire from makinghandmadecards.com and welcome to the first video in the Valentines and romantic card making series, where I do my best in each video to inspire and help you guys as crafters to make stunning handmade cards that have that wow factor. Now this card is great because it's so flexible, because of course you can give it as a Valentine's card, but you can actually give it to your mum, your dad, your sister, your brother, your child. If you want to tell someone you're close to that you love them, then it's a perfect card, because it's not necessarily a romantic card. It's just basically saying, oh, by the way, I love you. And I think that's a really lovely sentiment to give, especially if someone's feeling down. So to make this card, I actually just needed one printable sheet from a kit called the Sweetie Pie Quick and Easy Cards kit. In fact, here's a quick snapshot of 3 of the cards that you can make with the kit. And if you look at the central one here, this is pretty much the same card, but I basically used a different colorway because it comes in a couple of colorways. But for this card, I thought I'd go for this colorway, which is a lovely mixture of aqua and lilac. And let me just show you the sheet that I'm using here. That's basically how you get it in the kit. You basically get that sheet and you print it out. It's simple as that. So for this particular card, I actually printed the sheet out once in its entirety on the left here, and then on the right here, you see, which I'm cutting out right there, I actually used my computer just to grab a few of the elements and put them onto a separate sheet of paper so I could basically do some decoupage. If you don't know how to do that, it's really easy to do. I actually explain it in a webinar, so if you'd like to attend that webinar, it's free to attend. You're more than welcome, and basically I show you the basics of how you would go about putting all those elements onto one sheet like you see here. So next I've got some card here, and I'm actually going to spray glue the printed paper onto some card. That's actually how I make all of my cards. I print them on premium white paper because I like using good quality bright white paper, and then I will spray glue them onto card. And there I'm just using a paper folder just to make sure that the spray glue has really adhered the card to the paper. So this is the card base that I'm sticking down here, and this is going to be the topper that I'm going to cut out later. Let me just smooth those down to make sure that they're stuck on. Okay, now I've got my trusty ruler and my craft knife, just cutting those out. And there's my card blank. As you can see, there's an actual fold line there. So I'm just going to get my ruler and my paper folder. Just score along that line. It's like a very light grey line, so you know where to score. And then I'm just going to fold it over. Because that score line's there, it's quite easy to fold over already. Nice crisp line. And that actually could be your final card. It's that easy. But let's go ahead and make the card I showed you. So if you remember, I printed another copy of this topper part, the front part of the card. So I'm just going to cut this out. Now what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to cut out all the parts, even the white bits. So basically all that will be left are the 4 squares and the sentiment in the center. I'm just speeding this up because you don't want to watch me cutting all of this out. So this is me speed cutting. I wish I could cut out that fast, but it's not, it's sped up. So this takes quite a while, even though it's sped up. So I'm going to put a little bit of music on for you. Okay, so here now I'm just going to cut out the actual sentiment and the hearts that goes on top of the sentiment. And now we have all of our pieces ready to make our card. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a glue pen. It's actually a quickie glue pen, and I'm just going to go around the heart with that glue pen and dip it in my glitter box, which is full of holographic glitter. Use some tweezers for that. So that's the first half. So there you go, that's what I'm using, a quickie glue pen by Sakura. And so I'm just going to do the other half here. So I'm basically doing an outer edge and then an inner outline. You can't really see it, but there's actually a faint outline of the blue inside that heart as well. Okay, so that's dipped in glitter and ready. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shape it. So that pink mat underneath is a piercing mat, and I've got an embossing tool here, and I'm just rolling my embossing tool over the heart. And that, as you can see there, it shapes it, kind of makes it into a domed shape. Okay, let me get that with the tweezers. Can you see it better? Yeah. Okay, so let's get this next one here. I'm using the ball tool again. Actually, I might as well move that to the piercing mat. If you don't have a piercing mat, then you can use a mouse mat. Mouse mat probably works as well. And you just basically roll the ball tool over it, and it basically creates a dome shape. Okay, so the next step, I'm actually going to add a little bit of glaze onto the hearts. So it's kind of fiddly, so I'm using my piercing tool here, my trusty piercing tool. I wouldn't be without it. That's probably the tool that I use the most. If you don't have glaze, then I'm pretty sure nail polish, clear nail polish would do. Okay, and then let's get that sentiment, and we'll put it on the piercing mat, and we're just shaping it here. I'm not doing it in the center, just doing it on either edge. Okay, so now I've got a Sakura glaze pen. It's a clear glaze pen, and I'm going to go over the letters. Now, I'm only going to show you this once, but I'm going to do this twice, because I found when you glaze it using the glaze that I used earlier and also this glaze pen, it does need 2 coats, at least 2 coats, to give it that good shine, that really glazed shine. But anyway, once is enough. I think you don't need to see me do it twice, but that's what I would recommend. Okay, so next, the dreaded glitter card. Oh, I have a love-hate relationship with this. I thought I'd use it though, because you know, a lot of crafters do have glitter cards, so I'm going to show you how I use it. So I'm just going to basically create a mat. So if you remember, in the original card it was just a white background. Well, here we're going to swap that white background out for white glitter card. So I'm just cutting it out here, and there we have our square of glitter card, and I'm just going to pop that topper on top like this. The thing is with glitter card is that it's not as straightforward as you might think. You can't actually stick stuff to glitter card that easily unless it's coated. If it's coated glitter card, then that's a different story. But this is the kind of glitter card where if you touch it, your hand is covered in glitter, that kind of thing. So as you can see here, what I do is I scrape off the glitter. So I'm just showing you a little bit of what you should be doing here. This is just like a rough idea. You should be scraping off a lot more glitter than that, to be honest. So there you go. The topper is now stuck to the card blank. I used really strong double-sided red tape for that because glitter comes off anyway. So you want some really strong stuff to kind of get through the parts where there aren't any glitter. Anyway, so I have stuck that topper now down to the card blank, and now it is time to stick the domed sentiment onto the card face. I'm actually using 3D glue gel. You can use silicone glue. I just find that 3D glue gel smells less, so I'm just popping a little bit on the heart at the moment. And to be honest, you could probably use any kind of glue for this part, because I just basically want to put it around the edges where I know it's going to stick, on the corners and on the edge of that heart. But here is where the glue gel shines, and basically you want to put lots in the places where you know it's going to be domed, because the whole point of the glue gel is that it's going to hold it up. So if you imagine, if you usually use foam pads, wherever you would have had a foam pad, you'd put more glue gel basically. So here I'm just outlining it, and then I'm popping a lot more. There we go. See, I'm going to put a lot more in the center because I know that's where it's going to be domed, so it's going to need a little bit of height, which is what that silicone glue provides. So there we go. Probably add a little bit more glue there and there. Okay. Then with my tweezers, I'm just going to place it gently on top, and then I'm going to position it and just press it down very gently on the sides, because I want that domed effect, so I don't want the center to be squashed down. There you go, you can see a little bit there that it's domed in the center. Okay, let's just let's get that piercing mat. I'm going to just shape that again because it's not domed enough. Ah, there we go. Get that glitter off. Okay, so here now you really can see that heart's been domed quite well. Going to get the glue gel again, and I'm going to put loads in the part where I know it's going to have that dome shape, so it needs that extra support, that extra height that the glue gel is going to provide. Also going to pop a little bit on the heart itself because I want to put it on the edges. Okay, get those tweezers. Oh. And there we go, just pop it really gently onto the heart, and then I'm going to use my pokey tool just to position it better. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's shape the other two hearts. So the piercing mat and the embossing tool, just to shape them. Okay, I think this is going to get fiddly now because they're quite small. Don't forget, I'm actually using the smaller version. In the kit you can get a 5x5 version, which is much bigger, but this one I'm making is smaller. But you do get the option if you're thinking, I can't do that, that's so fiddly. You can print out the bigger version. I just like dinky cards. Okay, so that's that one stuck down. Next one. So just got to be really careful there that I don't kind of go over the edges, but it's just enough to kind of keep it propped up, keep that dome shape. I'm going to pop some on the heart as well. Okay, stick that down. Position it a bit with the tweezers. And there we go, the final card. I'm just going to move it about a bit. That's the problem with video. Handmade cards are kind of so dimensional, it's a shame, but hopefully by my moving it around you can see all of that decoupage there, the layers of decoupage. And that's the final card. Thanks for watching to the very end of the video. I have 2 more videos for you to check out, so go ahead and click on any of those images if you're interested in more romantic and Valentine's card ideas. And if you loved this video, please give it a big thumbs up. That lets me know that you liked it. As usual, I would love to hear from you guys via the comments below. If you have any questions about the techniques I used, or questions about the kit, or maybe you already have the kit and you want to share your thoughts, comment below because I'd love to read your comments. And if this is your first time here and you'd love to see more videos like these, just click this subscribe button here. That will subscribe you to my YouTube channel, which is where I post my inspirational card making videos to help inspire you as a crafter. And if you aren't already a newsletter subscriber, then please do check out my site at makinghandmadecards.com. There you can sign up to my free card making newsletter. You'll get 4 free card making video lessons, special offers and coupons for my printable kits, free card making inspiration and projects, and much more. In fact, when you watch the first free video lesson as a newsletter subscriber, you'll get a free printable card making kit. So if you want lots more card making goodies, then it's well worth signing up for that if you haven't already. And I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. And remember, don't just make cards, make stunning cards. Give them that wow factor.